Now we know the rate of K by plugging our given information. Now we are looking for the part A is asking what's the temperature of a cup of tea after 40 minutes? By plugging that, we are plugging back all this given information to our equation that we were solving. So y of t equal to y of initial e to the kt, and yt is going to be replaced by this, t of t minus t of surrounding equals to 135 initial amount e to the kt. We have this one, which is t of 40, temperature of 40, but we don't have the actual temperature. We're going to just put it as that. The temperature of surrounding was 65, so T of 40 minus 65 degrees equals to 135 E. K, we have the E is the number, but K we have the value, which is natural log of 115 over 135 all over 20, and T we have it, which is 40 minutes. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna so on the right side is 135 times e to the k 40, and all this numbers, they're all numbers because we have the number here, the k value, so that's going to be a negative number, so we'll have all numbers here, so you're going to simplify that. So the k value we're going to plug in, so t of 40 minus 65 equals to 135 e to the k value, we're going to solve that, is natural log of 115. We're going to put the decimal points here now, so I don't confuse you guys. So 135 is going to be negative number, and all over 20, so it's going to be that number, so which is 0.00 negative 8017132 times 40 years. So I'm going to simplify here by take times 40 is going to be 135. I'm going to put the same sign. It's going to come down. So 135 e to the negative 0.320685302. And then when you raise this exponent by the e is going to be, this is going to come down 135 times e 135 times the decimal, which is 0.72565157776, and then that's going to still come down, and you're going to multiply 135 by this decimal number, and you should get 97.9629 6296. But here that it was t of 40 minus 65, you have to leave this by itself, so you're going to add 65 on both sides. So you're going to add 65 here, and that's going to disappear, and you're going to do that on the same side, which is add 65 here, and the t of 40, the temperature of cup of tea after 40 minutes, by plugging everything that you had, is gonna be it should equal to 162.962963, but we don't use decimal points in the when we're using the temperature, so we read as 163 Fahrenheit. I'm gonna just raise it. I'm gonna just, you're gonna bring this 9 to here, so it's gonna be nice number, 163 degrees in Fahrenheit. So now you have to put into the sentence forms, since we're working with our word problem, not world, word problem. So you have to say temperature of cup of tea after 40 minutes will be 163 degrees. So that was, we answered the first part of the question. So let's answer our second part. The second part is asking, when will the cup of tea have cooled down to 90 degrees in Fahrenheit? So, y of t no, now y of t, the temperature of cup of tea after we don't know the time is gonna be 90 degrees in Fahrenheit. We don't know the time. So what we're gonna do is really gonna look for the time. And this is easy by plugging to our old equation that we're working on is T of T, the temperature of a cup T after T minutes, minus T of surrounding, the temperature of surrounding, which is 65 degrees, is a room temperature. The temperature of the room is going to equal to 135 times E to the K. We have the value K here, which is natural log 115 over 135 all over 20. That was a negative number, times T, which is our missing information. So you're going to plug in 90 degrees here by substituting that. 90 minus 65, our temperature of the room, is going to equal to 135 times E. The K value is going to be, we already know that K value is going to be negative number, right? Is going to be negative 0.008171325. That was this value, right? Times T. And then what you're going to do, you're going to simplify the left side because you can. It's going to be 90 minus 65, which is 25, equals to 135 e to this K number, which is negative K number, right? Times T. I'm going to put K here. This should be there. And then you're going to divide both sides by 135, so you can cancel out that 135 on the right side. What you should get is that 135 is going to cancel out here. And you're going to leave out with 25 over 135. And also you're going to raise them on both sides by natural log, so you can cancel out the E value. So what you should get is, next one is going to come down. The negative 0.008171325 times T is gonna equal to natural log of 25 over 135. What you're gonna do is you need to leave T by itself. You're gonna divide both sides by this K value, this negative K value right here. I'm not going to write the whole thing out again. So you're going to divide the whole thing by negative K. So this whole thing by negative K. So T is going to be that is going to be that. Okay. So the natural log 25 over 135 is negative 1.6863989954, and then you're going to divide by the K value, which is the negative K value. You should get that. You should divide that by the K, which is you're going to get 210.3493.929 minutes. Yes, we still cannot put into sentence form yet because we're not done yet. The last part of the question of the second part is going to ask us to convert this into hours. So how do we convert this minutes to hours? So 210, our time was 3.93929 minutes, and then you're going to use the conversion here. is over. The top is going to be hour because that's going to be our result, and we need to put the minimum to the bottom denominator so we can cancel out the minutes, the units here, the minute, our unit here is the minutes. So at the result we can get the hour as as our new units. Okay, so let's try this. In a 1 hour there's 60 minutes, right? Because 1 hour 60 minutes, you're canceling out minutes, that's why you're putting 60 minutes to the bottom here. And now what you're gonna do is you should get 210 point, that decimal points right there. Minutes are gonna cancel out, right? This is gonna cancel out. So you're gonna left with hours as your unit. Divide by 60. That's gonna equal to 3.5058 and some, I still have decimal points there, and hours. But we don't need those all decimal points because we're gonna round it up approximately, right? We're gonna approximate in hours. So that's gonna be equal to 3.5 hours. So the audio got cancelled out here, so I have to record separately. So 3.5 hours. So we don't say 3.5 hours in our real life. So we are gonna change that by saying 3 hours and 30 minutes. So after 3 hours and 30 minutes, the cup of tea will cool down to 90 degrees in Fahrenheit. So that's the final answer in sentence form. And that's it. Thank you for watching, and peace out everyone. Thank you. Bye bye.